look good in this angle? I used that joke before. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it. We're gonna do oh, I don't know why I feel like giggly today. But we're gonna do a Snapchat Q&A. I asked you guys to ask me your questions on like Twitter. I asked you guys to ask me the questions on Snapchat. I asked you to ask me the questions on Twitter. And I asked you guys to ask me questions that weren't just about fitness. So we'll see if we get most of the questions about fitness, but who knows? We'll see.
What's the best way to grow your social media pages like your YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook? Yeah, Facebook's a big one. How do you go about growing it? It's way to grow.
Okay, this is cool actually. So this is like the first time I think I've ever done like Q&A that's not about fitness. He asked me, and for all you guys who are interested out there, about how do you grow your social media pages, and then he listed like the social media pages. And this is like, there's obviously a ton of different ways to do this, but I'll sum up like probably the most powerful thing to keep in mind when you're doing this is, I know this is like might sound cliche, but you have to be yourself. And what I mean by that is figure out who you are, figure out what you like, what your message is, and what you want people to identify you with, and focus on that and make that kind of like every time you post or you tweet or you snap or you make a YouTube video, make that like your underlying message, right? So my thing, it comes down to like staying to who you are and not trying to like be everybody else, be yourself. Excuse me. And keep that in mind anytime you make a post. Everything has to be congruent towards like that message and what you want people to understand or to feel when you make a post or whatever it is. So that's probably the most powerful thing. And then beyond that, there's tons of different ways to like get, I guess you could say, get people to follow you. But at the end of the day, I think people will start to like you for you, and you just have to continue to be that. So it's as simple as that. I mean, that's all I do, so I don't know.
You can do what I do.
What do you do?
Just post food pictures.
No one likes you, bro. So they're all buying shirts for the Olympia that say "fuck you," and yeah. Same guy. Sorry. You don't get 2 questions, bro. You only get 1.
Bradley, if you had any car in the world, what would it be, and what's your favorite car right now?
If I had any car in the world, what would it be, and what's my favorite car right now? My favorite car right now is my car. If I could have any car in the world, I'd have a house right now. Actually, that's the goal, is to buy a big house. I think because like I almost bought a car, like so many.
Just answer the question.
Okay. I'll answer the question. All right. So the car that I'm gonna buy.
Don't switch it out like, but it's too much money.
No, but it's not too much. It's just like I'd rather have a house than a car right now. Anyways, the car is the Ferrari. I like the 458 Italia. So that's it. Bitches.
Was that hard to answer?
No, but it's like, okay, whatever. How you make this shit so difficult?
Bend your brims, Bradley.
What did he just say?
Bend your brains, Bradley.
Alright.
What are some of your basic tips you would give somebody who wants to start shredding for the first time? Some of your basic.
Alright, basic tips you want to start shredding for the first time. I mean, obviously I've answered this in a bunch of Snapchats before, but Snapchat Q&As. But the reality is, you have to find a diet that works for you. I know I've said it 1,000 times, but that's all it's going to come down to. So if it's your first time, do something that you're comfortable with, something that you know you can stick with.
Yo, Bradley, what up? Just killed legs. Fuck Nadeem. Should I go?
True.
Should I go to Chick-fil-A or Chipotle?
That's easy.
That's easy. It is easy. Chipotle. It's obviously a better choice, but I can't lie. I mess with some Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A?
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A?
I've never been.
You've been to Chick-fil-A?
I've been to Chick-fil-A.
It's chicken.
Pole.
Bole.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I'm like, what is that? That's a pole. I'm like, what's a pole?
What's a pole?
I want the fillet.
My question is, how do you get bigger and thicker biceps?
Bigger and thicker biceps? Is that what he asked? Every day's arm day, bro. Hit them more. And eat more.
She wants to know how to get big, bro.
Eat a lot of food.
Hey, she answered your question, bro. Eat a lot of food. and train hard enough. Molly Whopper.
If you had to train one body part for the rest of your life, chest to arms.
He looked depressed. You see that?
He said if you had to train one body part for the rest of your life, and then he only gave me 2 options. I couldn't even pick. He said chest or arms. Chest because you hit your arms while you hit your chest. But you don't hit your chest while you hit your arms.
What's up? My name's Alec from Wichita, Kansas. I was just wondering what kind of music you listen to when you lift.
Dude, I wish you read that. You didn't read that YouTube comment?
No. What did it say?
Look, bro, that was funny. That was the funniest thing you could have gotten in the video right now.
I'm sure they could read it.
I hope they could read it. This is the top one right here.
Hold on.
Do you see it?
Bradley, like seriously, you're making me want to be gay.
Yo, why would you say that? Why would you say that out loud, bro?
I'm sorry, bro.
Damn. Wait, what was that guy's question?
What type of music do you listen to?
Okay, so I listen to all kinds of music, like my pockets, Arab music. My go-to though is probably hip hop, rap, but it depends really what kind of mood I'm in. Sometimes I like trance stuff if I'm doing cardio, which I never really do, but when I did, I listen to like just what's that word? When music just. Anyways, let's go to the next question.
Bradley, I've got a question for you. What do you think about intermittent fasting?
God, it was so hard for him to ask that damn question. I like intermittent fasting. That is typically how most of my days go, because most of the time I start eating after I work out. So, and I work out probably around this time, so 12, and then I'll eat soon after my workout, probably like an hour after my workout at the longest, and then for the rest of the time I get most of my calories in. So I love intermittent fasting. You guys should learn about it. I may do a video about it. This isn't the video about it though.
What's up, Brad? I was just wondering how you came up with your logo for the Bmfit gear, and how'd you come up with your slogan, let's get better together?
Man, it's simple. So I'll talk about the slogan, let's get better together. The reason why I went with this slogan, which is trademarked by the way, so for all you haters out there, the reason why I went with it is because I just noticed most people in the fitness industry, their focus is more like, look at me be buff and jacked, and look at me do cool shit, and you know, look at my biceps and my shoulders and my traps and my chest, and that was really it. Most people, I felt like, we're just like, look at me, I'm great, I'm cool, I got abs, buy my shit. And I kind of looked at that, and I didn't want to give across the same message. I wanted to do something more. I wanted to be more about like, let's get better together, because the reality is it's all gonna come down to this. And I don't want to get all morbid and shit, you know, because that's kind of like sad. But someday we're all gonna die. I know that's so like crazy shit. I hate hearing that shit. I hate saying that shit. But the reality is, someday I'm gonna pass away, right? And the only way that people are gonna remember me or who I was is the way that I made them feel about themselves or about me, or what, however they like tied me into like an emotion. Because those are the most powerful things in life. Like images and like muscle, physique, that stuff eventually will fade away, but it's gonna be like, how did that person inspire you to do better in your life, right? And then how can like that person's message inspire the next generation to do better in their life? So that's why I just decided on that slogan, let's get better together, because that's what everything comes down to. Because I don't wanna be just another fitness person that's like, look at my biceps, look at me, I'm great, watch me do cool shit, and that's it. I wanted to bring something different, because I truly believe in like trying to get better together with everybody. That's gonna help everybody continually progress for generation. So that's what it's about. That's what it comes down to. That's why I chose it. So let's get better together. I hope you guys like it. If not, like, you can blame the team. So true. Oh, that's not a question. I gotta go back because I asked this a while ago. All right.
Brad, how can I avoid getting another slip disc from deadlifting and heavy squatting? I've had 2 before, I'm back at it, and I don't want it to happen again.
Easy answer. He asked, how can you avoid basically getting injured squatting and deadlifting? Excuse me as I cough up a lung. Proper form. You need to learn it. You need to have proper mobility. You gotta be ready to do those things, especially if you had a previous injury. Don't jump back into it doing the same thing you were doing. You gotta relearn the whole technique because something wasn't right about it. Because if it was right, you wouldn't have injured yourself. Right? That's just the way it works. So relearn the technique, relearn the lifts. Don't jump back into it unless you've done that first. Okay. We'll go back up here to the current ones.
How do you get your roommate pumped up when he's being a bitch?
Slap him in the face like I did it. I brought back memories, my bad.
That's how you pump me up.
I slapped the shit out of you.
It didn't really work, but
it kind of took you out the game. This guy, bro, this guy, he always makes stupid faces and doesn't say shit. And when he asks me other stuff, he asks me like inappropriate shit. Papalopagus.
Out of any lift that you do, what do you think is the most fundamental for every routine that you do?
Out of every lift that you do, what does that mean? Out of every lift you do, what is the most fundamental? Like, what is the one you need the most? Out of every lift, I think that's what it means, right?
Squat, bench, deadlift.
Simple. Squat, bench, deadlift. That's got to be a cornerstone in anybody's routine. If you're not doing it, you need a new trainer, or you need a new program, or you need a new.
You need to be doing it. That's it.
Period.
That's
yeah.
it.
So I was wondering.
Whoa! Oh, damn it! Wait. Sorry.
So I was wondering.
Do you incorporate powerlifting and hypertrophy like in one day, or do you separate it?
Yeah. So I do it in one day. I do it in one day. Yes. I do take shits in a day. No, I'm kidding. I do incorporate powerlifting and hypertrophy training in one day. Most of the time, if I'm doing it, the power stuff will come first. The hypertrophy stuff will come afterwards, and it'll be in like accessory lifts, things like that. Of the main lift being like, let's say it was chest, I'll start with the bench press. I'll start heavy, if it's like a power day for me. And then the following stuff will be more like bodybuilders training or like hypertrophy, like you would say. So the answer is yeah.
You live in LA, so how do you manage to stay so white?
She said you live in LA, so how do you manage to stay so white? She said that? I don't go out, I live in the gym. So I get the lights of the gym, and that's it. So, sorry. Mr. Bicepius?
Bradley, have you ever tried to do a reverse grip bench press? And could you do a video for traps? Thanks.
Yes, I'll do a video for traps. Yes, I have tried the reverse bench press, the reverse grip bench press where you're like doing it like this. And I love it. It's a great tricep exercise.
How do you keep a good diet?
What? How do you say how do you keep a good diet? Yeah, that guy is funny. How do you keep a good diet? You just eat right? I don't even know how to. He fucked me up with that face, bro. I don't know the answer to that. All right, hold on. Let's get a different one. Two more. He better be good. These better be good. I want like a life-related question, man. Can we get that?
Yo, BM, question. What is your current carb protein intake per day right now?
You really had to have your shirt off in the snap like that? Why you had to do that, bro? Why you had to stun on my YouTube like that?
Trying to flex on you.
Try to flex on me hard. So, to be honest with you, because that's what I'm about, I don't know my current breakdown. I don't track it. I eat what I want most of the time when I want it. I just don't make very bad decisions. So like, I'm not eating pizza all day long, every day, just yesterday. Just kidding, but I eat good. I've gotten kind of past this whole trying to track everything because it just racks my brain and I don't like to do it all the time. But I've gotten like a steady flow of like what works for me. But I just mainly, so to give you guys an idea, I mainly focus on make sure every meal that I have has enough protein in it, have enough carbs in it, and depending like time of the day, fat or no fat, right? So, but beyond that, like I don't like to track all these macros personally for myself all the time. Is it effective? Absolutely. But I've done it for so long that like I don't like to do it on a day-to-day. So that's the honest answer. don't know what that is. Last question.
My question, actually.
Hey!
Got a hat. It's fresh as fuck. Thank you.
Fresh as fuck.
Do you only fucking eat Chipotle?
So, I mean, that's a good question. No. The hat is fresh as fuck, though. So, but no, I don't only. Let's do one more. Just let's do one more, cause that was a given. Like that was too easy. One more. The motherfucker. Should I ask that? Sure. It might be. All right.
Hey Bradley, how do you feel about jogging?
I'm out of here, bro. Done. What's a wrap? It's a wrap. How do I feel about jogging? How do I feel about jogging? This is how I feel about jogging. Why jog when you can run? I don't get it. I'll never get it. I won't get it. I mean, that's it. That's serious. That's the end. That's all there is to it. Why jog when you can run?
Where can they find you?
You can find me. Damn, I was trying to think of that rap song. You can find, what's that? Young Jock? Yeah, anyways, where can they find me? Like where in life?
No,
like,
just
or
like,
in the world.
Where do you live?
What?
Where do you live?
Address?
Yeah. If not that, then what's your like YouTube or Twitter? Or...
Oh, okay. So, Twitter. This is actually cool. Twitter, you guys. I use Twitter literally like 9 or 12, probably like 34 times a day. I'm tweeting so much shit. My Twitter is just my name. So at Bradley Martyn with 2 Y's. Well, there's like one in Bradley with a Y and then Martyn with a Y. And my Snapchat, I Snapchat most of the days. Yeah, actually all the time. Every day. Like 7 or 8 times a day. That's my name again. Facebook, same thing. It's like facebook.com/Bradley Martyn. And then my Instagram, same thing. It's everywhere. It's all the links are down here below, so make sure you guys find me. Especially Twitter. I like Twitter lately. So mess with me on Twitter. And someone tweeted me today like, can you stop swearing so much? So I'm actually gonna try to stop swearing so much. Because fuck that shit. I'm out.